There was a young man, not just tired, drained from people's look, their expectations, their silent judgments. He kept trying to prove himself, kept trying to be good enough. But every time he moved forward, life pushed him back. One night, after everything felt too heavy, he sat on his prayer mat, his heart shattered, and through quiet sobs he whispered, "Why me?" But then a stillness came, a peace settled in his chest, as if something inside him replied, "Their opinions don't pay your bills, and they won't open the doors of paradise for you." The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever seeks Allah's pleasure by displeasing people, Allah will be pleased with him and make the people pleased with him. Other people's opinion don't pay your bills. Your focus isn't on the noise of the world, it's on the one who created you." And when we look at this image, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, Prophet Yusuf, may Allah be pleased with him, faced one of the hardest tests, alone, young, tempted, and yet he said, "Ma'ad Allah, I seek refuge with Allah." He chose the pain of the self-restraint, and Allah gave him the sweetness of honor and leadership. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Jannah is surrounded by hardship, and hellfire is surrounded by desires. Choose your pain wisely." And when we look at this image, consistency turns failure into success. Allah doesn't ask for perfection, He asks for effort again and again. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The most beloved deeds to Allah are those done constantly, even if small. Little drops make oceans." And when we look at this image, this is hard, but this is easy. Trying to do everything at once is overwhelming, but breaking things into small steps, that's where progress lives. Want to memorize the Qur'an? Start with one verse, then another. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "And we have certainly made the Qur'an easy for remembrance." So is there anyone who will remember? Break it down and build yourself up. Let's look at this image. Failing today doesn't mean failing forever. The Muslims lost in the Battle of Uhud, but they rose again. Later came victory, then came Mecca, then came Islam's rise. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us, so don't weaken and don't grieve, and you will be superior if you are true believers. Failure isn't the end unless you stop trying. And let's see this image. Effort often goes unseen until success shows up. The Prophet, peace be upon him, struggled in Mecca for 13 years, mocked, rejected, hurt. No one saw the silent nights, the private tears. But when he entered Mecca victorious, the world noticed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Say, work, and Allah will see your work, and so will His Messenger and the believers." Keep building in silence. Let Allah announce your success. And let's also look at this picture. If you knew the unseen, you would be content with what is. There are things that didn't work out, but only because Allah protected you from what you didn't see. Ibn al-Qayyim, may Allah have mercy on him, once said, "If the veil were lifted and you could see the unseen, your heart would melt out of love for Allah's plan." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, perhaps you hate something and it is good for you, and perhaps you love something and it is bad for you, and Allah knows while you don't know. These images are more than reminders, they are windows into something greater. If you want life to change, start with your perspective, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised, indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is within themselves. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.